Feeling as though your existence needs something or it's lacking something, that is something that is developed over time from experience and social conditioning. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and here on this channel we focus on flexibility of the mind, body, and spirit. This video is for anybody who feels like they are missing something. I'm here to tell you that you are complete the way that you are, but just in case you don't believe me, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. So in reality, we are all whole. We are all complete versions of ourselves as beings, right? So not from an emotional standpoint, but from a reality standpoint, we are whole because we're alive and functioning. We're not missing anything because we exist. We exist the way we're supposed to exist. So as a being, we are all whole. If you are breathing and watching this, you are a whole version of yourself. I think that it's really interesting to look at children because babies and children, they don't ever really feel like their existence is missing anything. They might want things, but they don't feel like their existence is missing something. Feeling as though your existence needs something or it's lacking something, that is something that is developed over time from experience and social conditioning. As you get older, you start to develop your identity, or what some people like to call your ego. You start to develop the idea of the type of person that you think you are. What are your values? What are you really psyched about? What are you really afraid of? You start to develop this character of who you are inside of your mind. And that character has certain shortcomings according to you, subconsciously. So, for example, I'm a dark-skinned woman. When I was a little kid, when I was a child, that didn't mean anything to me. But as I got older, as I became a teenage girl, because I was teased all the time, I started to develop this idea that I was incomplete, that I was missing beauty. So I started off thinking this when I was around 13 or 14, and I didn't really heal this until I was in my mid-20s. So I was walking around with this idea that I needed to obtain this thing, and if I did not obtain it, I'm not worthy. Now, because this was subconscious, I never really sat down and really wrote it out and figured out exactly how I would obtain the beauty or exactly what lacking beauty made me unworthy of. I never sat down to do that, and that would have been very helpful. But yeah, that's just what I believed at the time, because my identity was that of a dark-skinned girl, and I was taught that dark skin was unattractive. So my identity believed that it was missing beauty, and that's the very thing that I sought after through makeup, through weave, through clothes, through photo editing, through all the things that people use to either enhance their image or to rely on, to use as a crutch or something to hide behind. You feel me? So here's the thing. Social conditioning makes the ideals. Social conditioning makes the rules. When I tell you that you are perfect the way you are, there may be resistance. And that resistance comes from the ideal of social conditioning, the ideals that social conditioning have taught you. You didn't decide that you weren't good enough. The social circles that you were around all your life supported verbiage, supported situations, supported media, supported things that supported the idea that you were missing this thing. When I tell you that you are perfect the way that you are, there may be resistance. And that's because you identify with being incomplete. And if you identify with being incomplete, that is something that you have been taught from experience because you were not born feeling incomplete. So this is the kicker. You decide. You, you, you decide what fulfillment means to you. Not everybody else, not your mama, not your daddy, not your neighbor, not the person who leads your church, not your principal, not your boss, not your partner. None of these people can define what fulfillment means to you. You can let them. You can let them decide it and then live by those rules, or you can decide it. And the beautiful thing that happens when you decide it is that you are deciding something for yourself, which is the only thing that makes sense because the only person who knows you is you. I'm gonna be honest, when you commit to this idea that you are missing something, when you commit to an idea that until you obtain something, you will not be whole, you are committing yourself to a victim mentality. It just is what it is. If every day you wake up saying, I need to get this, and your mind, soul, and body truly believes that it cannot thrive, that you cannot be your best self until you obtain this thing that is already completely separate from your being, you are victimizing yourself. Because chances are that thing that you want to obtain and bring into your existence, one of two things. One, it's impossible to get. Or two, if it is possible, like if it is a physical thing, once you got it, there would just be something else you would need afterwards to be complete. So you might be thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm a complete person, but there's stuff I want. So because I want stuff, doesn't that mean I'm incomplete? No, friend. We should always want things. The cool thing about life, the cool thing about reality is that the universe is ever expanding and we are all products of the universe. So we are to be ever expanding. Our search for knowledge should never end. Our search for understanding should never end. And we can learn things and understand new experiences by buying things and by having things. I'm not saying that you should be obsessed with materialism, but it is okay to want things in your life. It's fine. But there is a difference in wanting something from a place of wholeness and knowing that you're already whole. You would just like to experience this thing, and wanting something from a place of desperation, thinking if you get this thing, it will make your life better. Once you truly know that you are whole, that you don't need anything to exist, you can start to look at your life in an unbiased way. If you're unhappy with your life right now, but you understand that you are whole, that there is nothing else you need in order to be worthy of all the things that you want, you are already the full package. Once you understand that and face the fact that you are not happy with where you are right now, you can look at the choices that you've made to get you where you are right now and figure out how to navigate differently. When you do that, and you're not coming from a place of a victim mentality, you're able to think clearly and make educated decisions, as opposed to when you have a victim mentality and all of your decisions are emotional. When you know that you're whole, you're no longer looking for the missing pieces because there are none. You got it all, boo. You got it all already. So when you know that you're whole, there's no more acting, thinking, or feeling from a place of desperation because you know that there's truly nothing that you need. You are already all there. So, yeah. I hope that you enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it. If there is anything else you would like me to see, just let me know. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up to let YouTube know that you found it valuable and that YouTube should recommend it to other people who may be looking for content like this. Also, if you'd like me to expand on anything that I've talked about, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to expand. And last but not least, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so you can be around for the next video. I adore you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye.